Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Today's blood sugar, 9.3, fully calibrated as normal. I have 7.925 units of insulin. This is after the lunch. So I've climbed up and peaked, and now we came back down. I've had breakfast and I've had lunch. So now, let's take a look at things here. I have everything green. I have 2 days before I have to do a change in the pump, or the transmitter, sorry. So if I take a look here, and just let me do a quick thing here. Sensor, I have 1 day, 5 hours and 25 minutes to change. So it rounds it off here. Okay. I'm okay. I'm not super great. 75%. We have this 23 that we need to take care of. 2%, that's creeping up also, but the 75% in range. Average sugar is also up a bit, so you notice how these two numbers, this goes up, this goes up. So hopefully later today we'll work on getting it down. Today I want to discuss you can do it. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, I kind of, whether you're religious or not, I think this kind of saying answers this question or not. God doesn't give us more than we can handle. I don't think whether you're religious or not, it seems we always find the courage to carry on with the injections, the blood work, constantly checking things out, checking out the amount we eat. We all seem to do it. And an awful lot of diabetics, parents feel they're the real fighters. That kids have to go through and fight all the time, and they find the way and the courage to keep it going. So often, people seem to think, oh, you have diabetes, you should just go and sit on the sideline. You have diabetes. And a lot of my answers to that is, oh, thank you for telling me. I would have never known that I have diabetes. But on the other hand, why should you come up with excuses for yourself? We're all not perfect at everything. So why should we have to come up with excuses? Not everyone can play ball. I'm terrible at it. But doesn't mean during summers and that I wouldn't get out and wouldn't do stuff. I played rugby. I didn't do it well. I'm not a sports person. It's simple. But, you know, telling my life stories, teaching, that sort of really brings my skills out in the open. So you know what? It's pretty simple. You could do this. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. No, that isn't the end of the video. It's going to be hard. You're going to be overwhelmed with everything you have to do for diabetes, whether it be type 1, or type 2, or even gestational. It's a big change, especially if you're gestational. It's a change you have to do for 9 months. But that type 2 can kind of creep back up onto you if you have gestational. You know, we really need to be aware that you can do this. It took me a while to learn how to give injections for me. When I started, I would sit there, pinch the fat, and I couldn't break the skin. I don't know what it was. It was giving that first injection. Now, I'm keen to it. I can give myself a shot. Doesn't really bother me. But you need to learn how to do things. And it may take a while. But I don't want you to feel, oh, I can't do this. This is all so difficult. You have to be open to learn. Move you a bit over there. That's a little bit better. As a type 1 diabetic, there's finger pokes. There's insulin injections if you're on the pump. There's testing. Now, this can tell me exactly where I am, and it'll also do all the paperwork for me. This was a big thing for me. Before, when I gave the shots, did my urine tests, I never could keep the records. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't do it. But the doctors and that would say, yes, I expect this. And you're to have graphs, and I want you color-coded this so I could just see. And you know, that was a hell of a lot of work. Excuse me for a second. There we go. I keep dropping here, I'm sorry. But keeping yourself under control is the most vital thing you can do. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to work on getting this back. But keeping your blood sugars in line, number 1. Number 2 is giving yourself medication. If you're unable to give shots, chances are you're not going to be able to go home yet from the hospital setting. I'm not going to say, oh, you're going to have to move into a hospital setting. What I am saying is they're not going to let you go until you're able to give shots. You're going to need to learn how to recognize low blood sugars. So, yes, there's a whole bunch of material type 1s have to learn. But you know what? I know you could do this. And I speak from experience. Even when I was not the greatest diabetic, I still was able to do things. So remember that. It's important to remember you can do this. This is just a short video today, and we'll talk later. Bye. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me